Welcome back to English 4.0, the radio show. Let's go! Advanced. Hello and welcome back to the program, students. How are you today? Are you doing all right? Are you doing okay? I hope so. Well, thanks for tuning in. As always, my name is Kyle, and I'll be with you for the next 20 minutes or so. And we'll get things started with a little review of yesterday's content. There was a point there that we didn't have time to get to yesterday. I got carried away a little bit. But first, one thing we did get into, we were talking about verbs in English that come from essentially related to the verb comprometer in Spanish, but we have in English to compromise and also to commit. So to compromise can actually mean quite a few things, as it mentions here: comprometer, transigir, ceder, poner en peligro, so to put something in danger. He was compromising his health. For example, you're essentially risking something, compromising your health if you have a bad diet, for example. Or you're compromising your safety if you drive without a seatbelt. Okay? But to compromise generally means to settle or to agree on something that's a bit less than ideal for you. So we have to compromise. For example, if we're making business deals, sometimes you have to compromise. You can't get exactly what you want, right? We have to reach a compromise. We have to find some middle ground. So we have to compromise or to reach a compromise. In that case, behaving as a noun, to reach a compromise. But then we have comprometerse, to commit yourself. Okay, totally different. To commit yourself is to promise either to someone or essentially to yourself that you will do something. If you want to get healthy by exercising, you have to commit yourself to a good exercise plan, and you have to do it. You can't just say you're going to do it. You have to truly commit yourself to it. Commit your body and commit your mind to it. Now, have you committed yourself to a lot of new things this year? Have you committed yourself? You can say, yes, Kyle, I've committed myself to a lot of new things this year. You've committed yourself to this course. Oh, have you? Have you committed yourself to this course? Have you truly committed yourself to this course? To say, yes, I'm going to make the effort that is necessary to learn. I'll do it. I'd like to commit myself to it, to the effort that is necessary. Yeah. Have you committed yourself to this course? It's a big commitment, I think. If you want to do it properly, it really is a big commitment. Okay? Now, I want to move on to make sure that we don't run out of time, because the next point that we saw here yesterday, but we didn't have time to see it actually, we were going to look at it, was to have a go at something. Okay? To have a go at something. Or to have a go at someone. To have a go at someone, meterse con alguien, right? He had a go at her. He was quite angry, and he had a go at her. Don't have a go at me, right? Don't have a go at me. It wasn't my fault. All right, to have a go at someone, but more common is the structure to have a go at something, which is essentially to attempt something. Have you ever had a go at scuba diving? Have you ever had a go at scuba diving? Have you ever tried to do it? Have you ever given it a try, is what I'm saying. Have you ever had a go at it? No, Kyle, I've never had a go at scuba diving. Buceo. You can go to Alicante if you want to have a go at scuba diving. You can go there. There's a school, and you can take some classes. You can have a go at it. Would you like to have a go at skydiving? Would you like to have a go at skydiving? I'd like to have a go at it someday. Yes. Have you ever had a go at playing a musical instrument? Have you ever had a go at playing a musical instrument? Essentially to try doing something. Have you ever had a go at playing a musical instrument? I think most people have at one point. I had a go at playing the saxophone, the alto saxophone when I was young. And now I'm having a go right now at playing the drums. I'm not great, but I play once a week with a few friends, and it's certainly good fun to have a go at something. ¿Por qué estás siempre metiéndote con él? What would this be in English? ¿Por qué estás siempre metiéndote con él? Why are you always having a go at him? No te metas con nosotros. No lo hicimos nosotros. Don't have a go at us. We didn't do it. Okay? Don't have a go at us. We didn't do it. All right. But yeah, like I said, I think it's more common to have a go at something is one that you're going to hear more often. Of course, the meanings are totally different. But to have a go at something is very common as a way of saying to try something, to attempt something. Should I have a go at walking the Camino de Santiago? Do you think I should? I think it's a good idea. I'd like to have a go at it. I'd like to try it. I'd like to have a go at walking the Camino de Santiago. Yeah. All right, let's move on and take a look now at our expression of the day. Expression of the day. All right, friends, it is time for the expression of the day. The expression of the day today is to be packed like sardines. Right? It's completely full. Completely abarrotado. Crowded. It's crowded. It's packed. We're packed like sardines in here. We can't move. It's packed. It's absolutely packed. I mentioned this, and one of my students, I mentioned this to one of my students the other day, and she laughed and laughed and laughed. She thought it was very funny. And it sounds like something that, I don't know if you say this in Spanish or not, packed como sardinas en una lata. You know, like we're in like sardines in a can, because whenever you open a can of sardines, you see the way they're in there? They're packed. It's tight. There isn't a whole lot of room in there. It's very tight. Yeah. So to be packed like sardines, to be really in there really tight. Yeah. So we're packed. You know, you go to a concert. How was the concert? Oh, man, it was packed. Packed like sardines in there. They couldn't fit any more people in there. It was packed. It was rammed. It was full. It was stuffed with people. Packed like sardines. Completely full. To be packed like sardines. All right, now as we move into class number 159, well, you'll see I did this. I'll be doing this on the television today. I'll be doing this little segment on TV. We recorded it a while ago, and I enjoyed doing this one. It was fun. This is the no me digas, which in English can be you don't say. Or it can be, is that so? It's like saying, really, no me digas. So when something is, let's say, a surprising fact, we typically say, is that so? Is that so? Yeah. So it rains more in Spain than in England. Is that so? No, that's not true, though. But no, if that's what the book says. The student guide says it rains more in Spain than in England. Is that so? But I find that very hard to believe. But now if I say, for example, I've just won the lottery. You don't say. You don't say. So it's unbelievable. I've just won the lottery. So if it's really incredible, then we tend to say, you don't say. Oh my gosh, really? Otherwise, if it's a surprising fact, is that so? Okay, so let me give a sentence and you can say at home, is that so? Or you don't say. But let's have some fun with this. I need you to speak up and put some life into this, okay? Now, polar bears only live in the North Pole. Is that so? So you can say at home, is that so, Kyle? Really? Another interesting fact, I'm not making things up here. This is true. The Titanic was the first ship to use the SOS signal. Is that so? Yes, it's true. Bats, like Batman, bats, always turn left when they exit a cave. Did you know that? Is that so? Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm quitting my job. You don't say. No, maybe you don't say. A bit more appropriate to say, you don't say. We wouldn't say, is that so? You don't say. Oh, my God. But no, just kidding. I'm just joking, folks. I'm not quitting my job. My grandfather worked in a coal mine for 46 years. Is that so? You can say, is that? It's true. My grandfather worked in a coal mine in Canada for 46 years. Another fact here, women blink with the eyes, right? When you close your eyes, women blink nearly twice as much as men. Is that so? Is that so? Another fact, when you blush, now, you know what this is? When you blush, this is when your face, when you get a bit embarrassed and your face turns red, you blush. When you blush, the lining of your stomach also turns red. Is that so? Now that's pretty incredible. You could also say, you don't say. But usually you don't say is reserved for things that are totally incredible, that I'm gonna do something and you're surprised that I'm going to do it. Like I just won the lottery and it's changed the way I'm going to live. Really? You don't say. Okay, but these are ways of saying, no me digas. You don't say. And is that so? Okay, so good to develop an agility with these structures. We'll practice this one tomorrow, and I'll have a few more interesting facts for you tomorrow. Let's move on now and take a look. What have we got? Let's hear our little jingle. What have we got right now? What is it? Oh, yes. Vocabulary of the day. Oh, that's right. Yes, of course. It is time for the vocabulary of the day. Our 5 words of vocabulary. Renovar is the first word. Renovar. This is the verb to renew. To renew. Yes. I had to renew my residence card, for example, a few weeks ago. Tomar medidas. Tomar medidas. This is to take steps. To take steps, we say. Yes, as if we're walking up the stairs or simply walking, to take steps. But tomar medidas, we say to take steps. We have to take steps towards implementing the new system. It's a 4-step process. We have to take several steps. We have to take 4 steps. Tomar medidas, to take steps. Único en su género. This is unique. It's very unique. There's nothing like it. It's very unique. That painting is very unique. It's unique. Inconstante. De poca confianza. This is unreliable. De poca confianza. Unreliable. We can't rely on him. Why? Well, because he's unreliable. If he were more reliable, we could rely on him, but we can't rely on him because he's just plain old unreliable. He is not reliable at all. He is unreliable. Never rely on unreliable people. Okay? Unreliable. Inestable. This is unstable. Unstable. Yes. Like a building can be unstable. Or this table, it wobbles. Está un poco cojo. It wobbles a bit. It wobbles, W-O-B-B-L-E. To wobble, to be cojo, to back and forth, going back and forth, moving, because it's not stable. Or someone can be mentally stable or mentally unstable. All right, friends, it is time to move on. We have one more thing left to do in today's class, and it is, that's right, our translation list. Translation. All right, friends, it is time for our translation list. List number 1. Estás presionándoles demasiado. You're pressuring them too much. Don't pressure them so much. You're pressuring them too much. Number 2. Así que, ¿quieres financiar la compra? So, you want to finance the purchase? So, así que, you want to finance the purchase? Financiar la compra? So you want to finance the purchase? With a question mark. So remember to say these out loud with me. Number 3. ¿Crees que podemos darte dinero? ¿Así por las buenas? Ooh, we have a nice little expression here. Do you think we can give you money just like that? Así por las buenas? Do you think we can give you money just like that? Come on, we're not made of money here. Number 4, tenemos que buscar la fórmula más apropiada. We have to look for the most suitable formula. Yes, we have to look for the most suitable formula. The most suitable formula. That's what we have to look for. The most suitable formula. Let's try one more. Number 5. A pesar de que no tenemos teléfono. A pesar de que no tenemos teléfono. In spite of the fact that we don't have a telephone. Now, you could also say despite the fact that. But you need the fact that because it's a clause. We don't have a telephone. In spite of the fact that we don't have a telephone, or despite the fact that we don't have a telephone. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. I'd love to finish this list, but I can't because we're completely out of time. We've got to stop. We've got another program coming up. So I'm going to take a break. But I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. I hope you'll join me. Keep studying, stay focused, keep working hard, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.